The newly created parliamentary committee tasked with reforming the state spy agency held its first meeting earlier today, with discussions focusing on how the committee should move forward with its work. Our Yeon-ji reports.
The 14-member Special Committee on Reforming the National Intelligence Service met for the first time on Monday and elected five-term Democratic Party lawmaker Chung Sye-kyun as its chairman. Last week, the National Assembly endorsed a motion to set up two separate committees, one for reforming the spy agency and the other for reforming local politics, which will work on retooling the election system for mayors and the heads of municipal governments. The chairmen and floor leaders of the ruling and main opposition parties spearheaded the efforts to create the two committees in order to resolve a prolonged impasse at the parliament. The rival parties have broadly agreed to put the NIS Reform Committee in charge of strengthening the parliament's control over the spy agency's budget and activities. But they remain far apart on how to proceed. The main opposition Democratic Party wants to set up strict rules on the agency's involvement in psychological warfare, saying that former NIS Director Won Se-hoon launched an online smear campaign ahead of the 2012 presidential election under the guise of its psychological warfare program, targeting North Korean sympathizers. The ruling Saenuri Party said that limiting the agency in that way will only disable it. The National Intelligence Service has long been at the center of a national controversy, as it is suspected of launching an online smear campaign targeting the opposition candidates ahead of the 2012 presidential election. In related news, a Democratic Party lawmaker on Sunday called last year's presidential election a fraud and urged the government to hold another election next June to elect a new president. Representative Chung Sye-kyun is the first opposition lawmaker to publicly deny the legitimacy of last year's presidential election, and her remarks have sent shockwaves through the political community.
Representative Chung Sye-kyun is denying last year's presidential election to make her presence known, as Representative An Chol-soo pushes ahead with forging his own party. That kind of foolish politics will only come back to haunt her.
Representative Chung Sye-kyun is only speaking about her personal views, which are different from the official stance of the Democratic Party. It's regrettable that she did that.
Yeon-ji, Arirang News.